Yo, 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 yo.
Good morning, New Jersey.
Patterson, Newark, put the guns down.
iHeartRadio, Connecticut, what's happening? Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ Envy.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet, what's happening?
How's everybody doing?
Man, listen, I had no problems getting to work today, but yesterday, when I saw all that traffic, I went back to Brooklyn. I dropped our producer Q off in Bay Ridge, which is a very long drive.
Yeah.
Now, on my drive there, I've never in my life seen so much traffic coming into the city. I was like, these people aren't going to get to Manhattan anytime today.
Really?
When I tell you it was backed up like miles and miles and miles, every single block that was anywhere in the vicinity of a street that was going to the Brooklyn Bridge or the Manhattan Bridge, I've never in my life seen traffic like that.
Wow.
Oh, that's why they made everybody triple up to reduce the amount of cars on the road.
Absolutely.
You can't get gas.
They needed to do that. The gas stations are wild crazy. I mean, I never seen anything like that. People waiting on lines for hours, and then by the time they get to the pump, the gas is out.
Or people were running out of gas trying to get gas.
Yeah.
Listen, New York and New Jersey is in kind of shambles right now. I told somebody yesterday because they was like, they're flying into New York this weekend, and I was
What?
like, for what? Karen Civil. I was like, for what? I was like, New York, Jersey is in shambles right now.
Well, let me tell you, yesterday I decided to take my family to a ski resort because all the hotels are booked. And the ski resort is pretty cool. They have an outdoor-indoor pool. The pool's at like 90 degrees, so you can go outside in the pool.
All right, Ray
These
J.
kids are chilling.
So let me tell you, so the pool, the resort is about 20 minutes from the crib, but because of the traffic, it was 2.5 hours. When I get to the resort, as soon as I get to the resort, I open the truck door, I get a call, the power's back on.
Duh.
So I turn my ass right back around and take them right back to the crib. My kids were upset because they thought they were going to chill in the resort all weekend long.
So they let you cancel?
Yeah, I canceled. They let everybody cancel. Yeah, but it's pretty nasty out there.
I'd have been like, sorry, there's a cancellation fee, sir.
It's 6 o'clock right now, so if you're driving in the city, you have to have 3 people in the vehicle.
Unless you're coming over to GWB.
Yeah, then you got to come to GWB, then you got to take the West Side Highway all the way down.
Well, if you're coming from Brooklyn, you can forget it. There's no way you can get into the city unless you have 3 people in the car.
Damn.
Damn is right.
Damn. It's pretty nasty out there. Keep it locked. We'll give you all the Sandy updates. We'll tell you how what's going on, what you should do, what you should be careful of.
What's open, what's closed.
Yeah, people are getting power, so that's a great thing. People are getting power, so the utility companies are working hard to make sure everybody is getting back up, and we definitely appreciate them.
All the schools are closed this whole
Schools
week.
are closed all week. In Jersey, Halloween was postponed until Monday.
Not in my neighborhood. They was
Yeah,
out
kids are
trick-or-treating.
ringing my bell, too.
No, that's in New York.
I have to turn the light off.
But the one thing I do like, about where I live, they made you put something on your door to say if you wanted to be bothered with trick-or-treaters. So they provided stickers that said trick-or-treating available here or something.
Well, not in
like
Bed-Stuy.
Nah, mine wasn't. There was no power. Nobody was trick-or-treating. But in Jersey, trick-or-treating is moved. Halloween is moved to Monday. But we'll give you all the updates. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning. Power 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 6:11. When we come back, we'll give you all the Sandy updates. We'll tell you what's open, what's closed. If you need to get to the city, how you should possibly get here, why you should stay home, what's open. So just keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning.
Time.
Power 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. It's 6:20. Let's get in the front page news. Now, that huge game, Knicks versus the Nets, will not happen. It is postponed. Mayor Bloomberg said because of the weather and Sandy and people will not be able to make it to the game.
Makes sense.
They will postpone that game.
Makes sense.
Now, what's going on in front page news, G?
Well, most of the key subway lines are back, but it's going to be very limited. There are 14 lines that are up and running partially. The F&N trains will be operating from Queens to Manhattan. The problem is nothing operating downtown because there's no power here. So you can't get from downtown Manhattan to Brooklyn. The LIRR and Metro North are slowly coming back also. They are going switch by switch, signal by signal, power station by power station. Now, keep in mind, if you are driving, yesterday was awful, gridlock, crazy. If you have less than 3 passengers, you will not be allowed into Manhattan on almost every major bridge except for the George Washington Bridge
That's what I took this morning.
and the Harlem River bridges. But you were fine until 6. Anyway, you could have taken anything, well, the Lincoln. But the Lincoln is so backed up, from what I'm hearing, because the Holland Tunnel is closed. It's not a great idea to take that. The mayor hopes that people will pick up strangers near the bridge and bring them through.
No, sir.
The Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, Queens Midtown Tunnel, Holland Tunnel still remain closed. City buses are back, but MTA service stopped last night below 23rd Street because there were no signals. It was pitch black out. Now,
it's hard to pick up strangers when it's pitch black and it's Halloween. People got on masks and stuff. You're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, absolutely not. JFK and Newark airports did reopen yesterday. We told you with limited flights. LaGuardia is scheduled to reopen today with limited service. They have the official death toll from the city. Right now, it is at 32 people. Public schools will remain closed for the rest of the week. They are reopening on Monday. So teachers will be reporting back to work on Monday.
No, they said Friday. Teachers got to go back Friday.
Okay.
That's stupid for them to send the teachers
I don't know, how they're
that
going to
makes
get there.
absolutely no sense.
I guess making sure the classrooms is good and prepared for Monday.
Now, in other news, they're saying that homicides, there's been no murders reported in the past 72 hours.
Anybody got no power? They can't see. Plus, everybody's distraught from the storm. They're like, man, I ain't got time to kill nobody right now.
But in bad news, there was a lot of looting going down. In particular, they talk about Coney Island. People were
in Brooklyn.
going into Rent-A-Center and carrying out flat screens in broad daylight, no problem. One guy who identified himself as Jesse James said, look, they've been looting our wallets for too long. It's about time we start taking this issue back. People were also going to the liquor store. Now, there were police outside the liquor store, but people actually, with the police right outside, climbed in through the roof and were passing each other bottles of liquor.
Police probably like, man, let them niggas drink.
So there's 20 people that are due in court today, actually, for looting. It's a little bit crazy.
But they arrested people?
Yeah.
Duh, you can't loot. It's illegal. You can't just take things.
What do you expect us to do in a hurricane?
Stay home.
No.
Okay, and that is your front page news.
Looting and hurricanes go hand in hand. If there was no looting, I'd be like, what's wrong with everybody?
Oh, stop.
That's what I thought. Remember 3 days ago, I was like, man, where's the looting happening?
Well, they doing it out in
They
Brooklyn.
ain't getting it in now.
All right, well, tweet us while you're mad. If you're upset, you need to vent, you can tweet us right now.
Also, tweet us where you can find some gas. There's a lot of people out there trying to find gas stations
Salute to my
that
dumb-
actually have gas.
Yeah, salute to my dumbass cousin Tony who just ran out of gas.
But at least he's listening.
Yeah, and I bet you he knew where to find that Molly, though. I bet you went and got that and some weed, didn't you? You ain't gonna get no
had that.
gas.
He
Why
had
is
that
Tony
already.
out right now?
Trying
Yeah,
to
it
find
would've
gas. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, tweet us while you're mad right now. At DJ MB, at Angela Yee, at C the God. It's the Breakfast Club and Power 105.1. Come on in.
Hey, yo, it's the dog, DMX. You pissed off? You mad? Call 1-800-585-1051 on the Breakfast Club. Power 105.1.
That's right.
Bitches.
Shout out to the cool guy right now. He said he's mad because he's up at 6:32 a.m. looking for gas and he can't find it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen for you right now, bro.
Don't know what to tell you, my brother. Everybody's going through that no gas struggle right now. Trying to find gas struggle.
The cool guy also said, I'm mad because I got only phone service outside of my porch but not in the crib.
All right, well, Anthony Slanderson said, I'm mad because these Lakers out here losing, and not one member of the Laker gang can give me an explanation.
Yeah, they look terrible. I think it's because of their head coach Mike Brown.
B-Max says she's mad because the only place she could get food is in Union, New Jersey is White Castle.
I'm starving right now.
Would you eat White Castle?
Right now, I would. I would definitely eat them fart burgers right now.
Miss Barry said, I'm mad at the ungrateful people in the world who complain about no power but still got houses standing. Count your blessings. Ishboo Kid said, I'm mad because I'm sitting in my car charging my phone while my house has no power. At least I get to listen to you.
Jessica says, I'm mad because I can't get in contact with anybody. My phone keeps dying quickly. I need this electricity to come back.
Well, I heard it's real bad for Verizon Wireless customers. That's what I am. I heard the towers got hit or something like that.
All right, Tater Tat said, I'm mad because Sandy has messed my whole week up and I won't have power till Monday and I need to take my SATs.
Listen, I'm mad at everybody trying to fly into New Jersey and New York this weekend. Leave it alone. This is not the place to be right now. Why would you want to be here? How could you turn on the news and say, you know what, I need to get to New York this weekend?
Now, Taraya Ikea said, I'm mad because my job ain't paying us for them 2 days we missed.
Damn.
And Steven said, I'm pissed. Here in Maryland, we have to go back to school already. We went yesterday, too.
I heard it's like 20 feet of snow. Not 20 feet, but like 3 feet of snow in Maryland.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty bad up there. Well, tell us why you're mad. Of course, the phone lines are still down, so you can tweet us. That's at DJ Envy, at Angela Yee, or at See the God. Hit us up right now. Also, if you have gas, you know where there's gas stations, because people are looking for gas. Hit us up, let us know, and we'll tell you exactly where it is. Every time I pass a gas station, I see it seems like it closes after about 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it looks like Chick-fil-A at lunchtime.
Absolutely.
Or Sonics when they first opened up here in Jersey and New York.
Absolutely. Well, tweet us while you're mad. It's the Breakfast Club and Power 105.1.
Hey, yo, this is Mad Rapper. Good morning, yo, for real. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad. For real, man. Hey, yo, my girl keep coming home smelling like Polo Cologne. So, like, that ain't for girls. Like, I know something's going on, for real. Like, I'm heated about that. And now I need y'all to tell me why y'all mad. Why you mad? On the Breakfast Club, Power 105.1.
That's right. Tweet us while you're mad. We got Salix. Salix said, I'm mad because I sat in line for gas for an hour. Finally, when I get to the pump, they said there was no gas left.
Ooh, what are you supposed to do about that? All right, Ebony Coco Loke said, I'm mad because they still trying to hold this marathon on Sunday.
Yeah, now they're going to have that marathon.
Well, they said they don't know yet.
No, they said they're going to
No,
have
they
it.
said
They're
it's
going to have that
happening.
marathon.
When I was listening to, well, I can't say what I was listening to. When I was listening this morning, they said that they're not sure.
No, Bambito, our mayor said they're going to have this marathon.
All right, just from this morning.
Bloombeato?
Bloombeato.
This morning they said it was still
Bambito.
up in the air.
No, Mayor Bloombeato said they're going to have this marathon.
Antonio Lopez said, I'm mad because I'm going to be unemployed after today.
Why?
have no
Because your
idea.
boss isn't going to understand why you're not at work?
Jersey Girl 981 said, I'm mad because I got to wait until the sun comes up to get dressed.
Amber said, I'm mad because I have to take 2 buses to my job interview this morning.
Oh, that sucks. But that will
Job interview.
But that will also show how much you want that job when you take 2 buses to get to your interview. You know how many people aren't going to do that?
People are holding job interviews in this?
Natasha Harrison says she's mad because her cousin and her child from New Jersey have to sleep in their car because there's no power till Monday.
Damn.
They don't have no family to go see.
Yeah, well, you the one tweeting saying they mad. Let them stay with you if you that mad.
Tiffany
right,
said
like,
I'm
I'm staying here.
mad. Tiffany said I'm mad because I'm starting my vacation. I can't even sleep because I have a toothache.
Now, our boy It's Biscuit said he's not mad because his power just came back on. He feels blessed right now.
That's how I feel. I think we should be thankful for what we do have. I never lost power. I'm thankful for that. I lost cable a little bit, but that's nothing.
All right.
So I'm thankful.
Yeah.
But I am mad at this week, though. I really dislike the energy this week. I'm just ready to start over.
And I just want to say one last thing. For real, when you're out there driving right now, I know it's a little crazy, but have some patience. Everybody's going through a rough time.
Absolutely.
So for all you people out there honking your horn, acting all crazy, driving like a nutcase, just relax and slow it down. Be a little bit understanding during this time when people are struggling and it's a little bit crazy on those streets.
And not to mention today is the first, so people's rent is due, people's mortgages are due, people got to pay bills. And Tuesday is the presidential election. This all might be a well-orchestrated plan to keep us distracted from what's important, which is actually the re-election of our president next Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, lastly, Dope Chick says I'm mad because I don't know what the hell Truck Fit is.
Well, would you suck for it? That's
a
what you
clothing
really
line.
need to know. Don't worry about what it is, but would you suck for it? That's what we want to know.
Yeah, well, we'll try to get over it. Shout out to a lot of the banks. A lot of the banks are offering increases in your credit card so you can get supplies if you need. I know a lot of the mortgage companies are giving you extra days to pay your mortgage, so you can get your money together.
Landlord ain't trying to hit, though. Landlord like, all right, after the 3rd or the 5th, buddy, it's still a late fee. I don't care what happened.
Yeah.
I need my bread, shorty.
All right, when we come back, we got rumors. What we talking about in today's rumors, G?
Yes, we are going to talk numbers. Now, you know Meek Mill's album came out on Tuesday. If you were wondering, did this tropical storm affect his sales? I'll tell you what it is that he's going to do. I'll tell you also who's number 1 and breaking all kinds of records right now.
All right, well, we find out at 6:50. It's The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. That's next. It's Kanye Monster. It's Power 105.1. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get into the rumors. Meek Mill, his album came out on Tuesday. Let's see how it's going to do in the first week.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
So, Taylor Swift is definitely going to have the number 1 album of the week. Her album Red sold over 1.2 million copies. That is the greatest 1-week total since Eminem had the Eminem Show, which was back in 2002. She's also the second highest 1-week sales for a female artist ever. Britney Spears is number 1. And she also smashed the record for the greatest 1-week sales in history for a country album.
Yeah, she sold $1 million last year, 2 in her first week.
She-
And to think that a lot of people thought that she popped off because Kanye West interrupted her at the MTV Awards.
Well, Taylor Swift is also one of only 4 artists to ever get first week sales of 1 million or more copies more than one time.
Yes.
So good for her. Congratulations.
But we think Kanye West is the one that put her on because he
Now-
interrupted her.
Let's discuss Meek Mill. Meek Mill's album had leaked, and it also came out right during Tropical Storm Sandy. Now, Meek Mill has said that he doesn't really care that much about album sales because a lot of people downloaded his album early.
Man, I ain't tripping. Like, people want to buy your album, they gonna buy your album. Like, the other day, we was at Howard, it's pouring down rain, and, like, I'm thinking, like, damn, 2 Chainz and Drake just got off stage. Boy, how many people you think could go out there and hold that down, man? We just went through till the equipment cut off. So if you gonna buy the original, you was always gonna buy the original. If you was gonna bootleg it, you was always gonna bootleg it, period.
That's right. Well, his album Dreams and Nightmares is going to sell up to 200,000.
Good.
Congrats to Meek on that. Good, great number for Meek Mills.
And
Labels gotta hate when artists talk like that, though. I don't care about selling.
Well,
no
I
records.
think artists have to say
Absolutely.
that.
But what you signed for? Artists. It sounds good for artists to say, but labels gotta hate that.
What artist says, I really care a lot about what my sales are going to be?
They should.
They do care, but they're not going to say they care.
That's like us saying, I don't really care about ratings.
Yeah.
I just like to come on the radio.
Yeah, right.
Oh, word?
You say that before the ratings come out,
No.
just in case.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, now let's talk about this Ray J and Kim Kardashian sex tape that is allegedly being offered for about $30 million. Allegedly, it is some outtakes from the original sex tape, and there's even a urination scene. I'm not sure who's urinating.
Wow.
The outtakes are usually the stuff that got left on the cutting room floor because they weren't good enough to make the movie. The movie sucked.
Or it's parts that she didn't
Too
want out there.
embarrassing,
Yeah,
right?
too embarrassing.
You know, sometimes you're having dry sex for a long time and you have to pee.
Oh, come on, Yee.
All right, and that is your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
Thank you, Angela.
Why you just don't spit on it? I ain't never heard
He did.
All right. Now, when we come back, we'll give you some more Sandy updates. But right now, let's take a quick look at Dunkin' Donuts traffic report. George Washington Bridge, 30 minutes on both levels. Lincoln Tunnel, inbound 60-minute delay. Highland Tunnel still closed. Tabassee Bridge, 45-mile-per-hour speed restriction due to the weather. Spal 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. When we come back, we'll give you all the Sandy updates you need. We'll tell you what's open, what's closed, how you can get to work if you have to, or, you know, what buses you need to take, what trains you need to take.
And feel free to tweet us and check in from wherever you're at during your commute and let us know what's going on. I'm looking at the news right now. That traffic is not moving.
Yeah, we wish you could call, but our phone lines are down. Our cell phones don't even work in here.
Nah, not at all. But we'll give you updates when we come back. His Love Rinse is the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning. It's Power 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 7:05. We're going to give you a quick Sandy update. Before that, let's just tell everybody how our yesterday was and what we had to travel through so they know when they're coming to work or when they're leaving today. Now, when I got home to Jersey was still out. I decided to take my family and put them up in a hotel. All the hotels are booked. You can't find a hotel. I mean, it's damn near impossible. I had to take them to a resort, like a ski resort. When I finally got to the ski resort, it's about 20 minutes from the crib. It took me about 2 hours to get to that ski resort yesterday because of the traffic and the down trees. And when I got there, I'm unloading the car. I get a call that says my power was back fully. So I was able to jump back in the car and take them back to the crib. Still no cable, though. Cablevision said they're out in parts of Jersey, not because of the lines, but because Cablevision doesn't have power.
Oh, okay.
I got my cable, by the grace of God.
That's good.
Yes. I think I got Cablevision, too.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues at my actual house in Brooklyn, but, you know, we did stay in the city. There was no power here.
No.
And no hot water. And there still is none downtown. They said a few neighborhoods are actually starting to get some power back, though. Over here, when I went back to Brooklyn yesterday, I made the decision that I'm not coming back to the city until 5 in the morning because the traffic's terrible, the worst I've ever seen it in my entire life. From people trying to get from Brooklyn
to
Manhattan.
How was traffic this morning?
This morning was no problem. But just remember,
What time
after
did you
6,
leave?
I left my house a little bit before 5 a.m.
Because our producer left, I guess, around the same time. He's a little deeper in Brooklyn. He said it was a mess.
Really? I had no problem.
I came from Jersey over to GWB. I had no problems either.
Right,
Smooth
but do
sailing.
remember, if you are in the car, if you are driving, if you have to go somewhere, A, there's going to be a lot of traffic, so give yourself extra time. And B, if you are coming from Brooklyn, from Jersey, Triborough Bridge, whatever, just remember you have to have 3 people in your car. Right now, there is a state of emergency, and they are not letting you get through by yourself or with other people. There's a minimum passenger mandate for any cars entering Manhattan.
That's from 6 a.m. to midnight. So from 6 a.m. to midnight, if you want to get in the city, you have to have at least 3 people in the car. Don't try to sneak through. I know a lot of people put the dummies or the hats on your the
It's not going
headrest.
to work out
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
not going to work. They're checking all vehicles because
There's definitely checkpoints everywhere.
I'm trying to figure this thing out because I'm the type of person, I believe your thoughts become things, so I like to think positive thoughts all the time. I haven't had really a positive thought all week other than the fact that I'm glad that I got power and, you know, cable because it's miserable out here. Especially when we come into work here in Tribeca because it's just pitch black.
No food.
No food, no nothing. Like, you don't even, you used to like to see a rat run by just to know that you know, it's New York, whatever. You don't even see rats now.
I saw a couple of rats this morning.
You did?
Yes, I definitely did.
Well, did they ask you for anything neat?
No, but I definitely feel grateful that when I went home, I do have power, I do have hot water, because after staying here in the city without any of those things, it made you realize.
Yeah, but then when you turn on the news and you see all the houses burned down in Queens, you see people crying in Long Island, crying in parts of Jersey, saying how their houses flooded and they lost everything. It's like, how can you have positive thoughts when you see all that miserable stuff going on around you?
But I have seen a lot of people in Breezy Point in particular are returning back home. There's the fires that took place, 111 homes burned down. They're determined, though, to rebuild everything.
Then the day's the 1st, so you still got to pay your bills. Then the election, presidential election, is Tuesday. It's just too much going on right now, man.
There's definitely a lot going on.
Well, you should definitely volunteer your services, and there are different places and ways that you can volunteer to help people out during this time.
Absolutely.
Everybody come together.
Absolutely, absolutely. I will give you more Sandy updates. We'll tell you what's open. We'll tell you about the trains and everything when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning. It's Power 105.1. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, it's 7:18. You give us some Sandy updates. What's going on with the trains, the buses, everything?
Yes, here's your subway and bus update. Now, there are buses connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. They're making stops at 54th and Lex, 42nd, 33rd, 23rd, 14th, 9th, Delancey and Bowery, Spring and Bowery, and then you get to Brooklyn. And you can go to J Street, Atlantic Avenue, Barclay Center, Hughes Street. Now, the subway service, this is interesting. The one train is operating local between 242nd in the Bronx and Times Square. The 2 train is 241st Street in the Bronx and Times Square. Now, 3 train is suspended. 4 train, there's going to be 2 sections. That's going to be in the Bronx between Grand Central and Borough Hall and New Lots Avenue. Also, the 5 train is operating express in Brooklyn only between Atlantic and Flatbush. 6 train, local between Pelham Bay Park and Grand Central. 7 train is suspended. 42nd Street shuttle will be running between Times Square and Grand Central. A train, this is a lot, but the A train is going to be in 2 different sections. Local stops between 168th and 34th Street in Manhattan, and then between J Street and Lefferts Boulevard in Brooklyn. B and C trains are suspended. The D train is also operating in 2 sections. That's between the Bronx and 34th Street, and in Brooklyn between Barclay Center and Bay Parkway. All right, the E train suspended. F train is operating in 2 sections as well between Queens and Herald Square and J Street and Avenue X in Brooklyn. G train suspended. J train operating between Jamaica Center and Hughes Street, making all local stops. L train is not working in Manhattan, only between Broadway Junction and Rockaway Parkway. M train, Myrtle Avenue and Metropolitan Avenue. N train in Queens and Herald Square. Q train suspended. R train between Brooklyn and 95th Street, only in Brooklyn. And that's it.
It's all too much. Can somebody wave a magic wand and make everything back to normal, please?
It's a lot, but as you can see, there is limited service on the trains right now, but that's better than nothing.
Everything is limited. Limited phone service, limited train service, limited bus service.
Traffic is awful right now. You have to have 3 people in your car between 6 a.m. and midnight if you want to come into Manhattan from Brooklyn or Jersey.
And I keep forgetting to pack my breakfast because there's nothing to eat in Tribeca. I actually found a Kellogg's Special K Pastry Crisp Chocolatey Delight Bar.
Oh.
It's only 100 calories.
All right, well, I have some apples if you guys want an apple.
I'll take an orange, but I never learned how to open an orange, so you got to open it for me.
I just ate somebody's orange.
You got to open it for me. I don't know how to open
You know
an
how to
orange.
open an orange?
No.
You take your 2 fingers and you pierce it, and then you peel it open, and then you just bite into it.
Sounds personal.
Definitely sounds personal. Now, when
You
we
know how
come
to
back,
bust it open, Envy? Envy know how to bust it open.
when we come back, we're going to do the gas check. If you're out there and you're at a gas station, please help people out. Yeah, gas check. No, not that type of gas. If you need a gas station, we want you to hit us up on Twitter and tell us where the gas stations are open so we can inform the people. So at DJ Envy, at Angela Yee, at Charlamagne the God. Gas check when we come back. If you need gas, you're looking for the place, hit us up on Twitter right now. Tell us where gas stations are open, and we'll guide you there. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. All right, you need gas. We're going to give you the gas check when we come back. It's Power 105.1. It's the Breakfast Club at 725. A lot of you are out of gas. Gas stations are packed, jam-packed. A lot of you using gas for, of course, your generators. Now, people are getting into fights over the gas stations right now, and I understand it. Because if I'm waiting online, a truck's in front of me, a truck pulls in front of me, of course. He opens up the back. He fills his tank up, and then he got 10 gas cans to fill up.
That's because people got generators, so they got to power their generators.
Nah, but then the gas station runs out of gas.
Hey, listen, that's the
There got to be some kind of limit.
That's
Like
the time we
selfish,
live in.
right?
I got a generator. I got to fill my cars up. I mean, what you want me to do?
All right, well, some people are reporting where they're getting gas. My boy OG said he just filled up in Westchester. There's no line at all.
Well, we'll tell you when we come back where you get gas. All right, keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club.
Better keep that information to yourself.
It's Wayne Wonder. It's Power 105.1. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 7:28. I'm asking you guys to please tweet us and let us know where the gas stations are open so we can inform the people. Now, I got a couple tweets. One says in Brooklyn, Flatbush and Avenue I, there's a gas station over there. On 86th and 7th, also 92nd and Gatling. I guess that's Brooklyn
That's
as well.
in Brooklyn, Bay Ridge.
Bay Ridge. 1 and 9 in Jersey City. They say have gas stations that are still giving gas. You see any?
I see Brooklyn Gas on Flatbush. Wait, Brooklyn Gas? Flatbush Junction, BP Station, corner. Oh, that's the one you just said. Also, my boy said in Westchester, OG said that there's gas and there's no lines at all in Westchester.
Listen, if you're tweeting us, telling us where gas is at, don't be upset when the gas station runs out of gas.
Well, these are people that already probably filled up. That's how they know that there's gas. So
We
they're
got a
good.
whole weekend ahead of us, people.
Sunoco on Duncan Avenue in Jersey City also. They're saying Costco, I guess there's a gas at Costco on Staten Island and the Gulf Station at Amby and Seguin. I don't know what that is. I'm not from Staten Island, but I'm just trying to help you guys out. What else do I see?
And, you know, they're trying to do this, price gouging, and that's illegal, where the gas stations are upping their prices 20 or 30% more than normal. Yeah, but it's illegal.
Hey, who's going to stop them? I paid for high gas the other day. I paid $81 to fill my car yesterday, 2 days ago. And you know what? I was happy to fill it. The guy
People
came
are
out and said
reporting they're
cash only.
investigating them.
Hey, well.
You ain't got no
Cash
choice.
only.
You got no choice at this point.
I would definitely pay $80 for gas right now. No problem.
Fill my tank right up, $81.
Now let's give people some parking garages where they can go and siphon gas from cars that are parked.
Well, you know what? It's funny that you said that. I tried that the other day, too.
You trying to siphon gas from somebody?
Yeah.
I think that's illegal, sir. I don't think you want to admit to that.
I didn't get it out, though. Pause. What happened was, I guess the new cars, there's some kind of faulty device in it that you can't pump the gas out through a hose. So when I tried to get it out, I swallowed the gas, pause, and I couldn't get the gas out. It wasn't...
Wait, you sucked it?
Pause. I tried to siphon the gas
Wait,
out.
hold on. That's how you do it? You suck it?
This is so light-skinned. This is like the most light-skinned story I've ever heard in my
tell you
life.
So,
some good
Envy,
stuff.
it went in your mouth?
See?
You tried to suck gas out of a car? I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
All right.
I don't believe you.
All right.
Envy,
You way too bougie of a man to do some stuff like
Look,
that.
I needed the generator to work.
Nah, I don't believe
And
you.
I couldn't find gas, and I didn't want
You
to wait
must
online.
have some powerful suction.
Hey, you
Because
guys
that doesn't
go.
seem like it could be that easy.
No, it's definitely not easy. And
So you put that hose in your mouth and sucked it.
So you put the hose in your mouth. Did you at least get a call from Truck Fit
I did.
after you sucked?
I did get some truck
Did you
fit
get a call from Truck Fit?
I did get a call from truck fit after. But it's not that
Oh,
easy to
my
siphon
God.
gas anymore. I don't know what the problem was. I tried to just put the... I'm not even going to describe
Well,
it.
at least we know you do have some skills.
But that's coming next, though. That goes hand in hand with looting. When it's a hurricane or some type of disaster and people loot, it's the same thing. When gas is short, that siphoning of the gas is about to happen.
But I'm pulling out the electric car tomorrow. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
I'm pulling out that sucker tomorrow. Forget the gas. All right.
You mess around. It's these dudes that be parking your car that be siphoning your gas. You get in your car and be like, damn, I'm on E.
So I have
And
to
then
tank.
this dude back there with mad tanks of gas ready to sell you your gas back.
But now there's a new device because I know when you ship cars, you have to make sure the gas is all the way out. They sell this device where you can get out. But I just couldn't find a device. Anyway, when we come back, we got rumors. What we talking about in the rumors, G?
Well, DJ Envy was sucking.
Stop
on
it. For truck fits. Stupid.
No, we are going to be talking about Gucci Mane. He is going in again. He just can't stop, won't stop. Also, LeBron got his ring. But guess who else got a ring? And they're not even on the team.
Really? Mm-hmm. All right, well, we find out at 7:50. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning. Power 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Now, who sent that tweet? That is a very
What
true
tweet is
tweet,
that?
Angela Yee.
Now, shout out to Nate at Music Escapes Me. She said, so at DJ Envy can suck gas out of a hose for himself, but he can't suck for the people, like SC the God, no doubt.
Well, that came yesterday because Charlamagne said he will suck any man's whatever to get the city back right.
Yes, because, everybody says they suck
he
truck
said he's
fit.
for the people. He's
Yeah,
a
so
citizen.
if you knew right now that you could get on your knees and suck, to get everything back normal in the city, you wouldn't do it?
You would, huh?
I'm not even from here, but this city has been great to me.
So you,
Yes.
So
if I can get the buses back running, the trains back running,
So you would watch,
get the lights back on
you
for
would watch
everybody.
Bloomberg go off immediately.
Absolutely, if that's what it took. If there was a proverbial to suck to get everything back normal in the city, absolutely.
I'm just impressed.
Being a little gay. Everybody's a little gay.
I'm just impressed at Envy's skills.
What? I didn't get the gas out.
No, you told me it went in your mouth.
A little
Bastard, you. Trying
That's
to
a
suck-
lot of suction.
Trying to suck gas out of a car.
You know how much money we could make off you?
Didn't even get a car, no truck fit, but you won't suck no for the city.
I was trying to siphon gas out of a vehicle.
You selfish, waffle-colored bastard.
It's
you.
great to know that Envy will suck till something comes out, and we could use you.
Oh my goodness! I hate you guys. Here's best I ever had. Drake. The Breakfast Club.
Good segue. He sucked truck fit.
Geico is here for you.
Power 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, shout out to our intern, Mac. He weighs about 375 pounds.
Fat
Does
as
he
hell.
really?
Yeah, at least. Matter of fact, you might be skipping about 100 pounds.
Now, the funny thing is he said he's on a diet from now on.
Yeah, right. That's
He
what all fat
walks in
people
here
say.
with a big-ass orange soda, a sandwich, and some chips. Angela Yee gave him, like, the worst tongue lashing ever.
Worse than the one you gave that hose?
Let's get in.
She got a point. She's not wrong when she's right.
You know what? Let's get into the rumors. Let's find out who in the Miami Heat got rings that weren't even players.
Listen up.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
So they're saying that LeBron asked the Miami Heat organization, once he got his ring, to get a special championship ring for his fiancée, Savannah, and they obliged. The two of them were posting pictures on Instagram of their rings together. Now, you know who else got rings? Chris Bosh's wife, Adrienne, and Dwayne Wade's girlfriend, Gabrielle Union, got rings also. So
See, that's not fair. 'Cause if you're going to do that for those three guys, get them for every every man's woman on the team.
no, just the three of them.
No, that's not. No, that's not.
That's
right.
funny.
You can't do that.
Some people feel like it was a nice gesture. They are the three stars
Hell
on the
no,
team.
you can't.
but-
Everybody, you got to do it
No.
for everybody. It's a team.
No.
Team one. No,
You can't
individual
exclude
player.
everybody else. That's disrespectful.
All right, now your boy Gucci Mane is still wilding out. He actually did an interview recently. It's not too wild, but he is definitely uncensored right now, and he talks about our girl Nicki Minaj and French Montana.
I took my hat to Nicki for being a hard worker, but at the same time, she knows she didn't keep it real. French Montana know he didn't keep it real. I told you, man, this industry that want to be famous and people forget how to keep it real and forget the people who helped them get to where they at. As soon as that money started coming in and the people start, that fame must have fooled, man. You know what I'm saying? It really is.
Shout out to my
If
man.
you don't know what he said,
He said that fame monster's a fool. Shout out to the Dirty Boys in Atlanta. I wish they would have asked, exactly what French Montana and Nicki Minaj did that Gucci felt like they weren't keeping it real.
well, I think he felt like he kind of helped Nicki get on, and then she just didn't rock with him because in the interview he was asking him about Nicki and saying, you said you had this female artist, you were bringing her out, she was dope, and then
Well, when Gucci was up here with us, he said that, they still cool.
Yeah, we asked
and
him.
he sends her records, and she actually told him she didn't like one of the records. So, I would like more of an elaboration of why you feel like French and Nicki didn't keep it real.
all right, and let's talk about Eminem. Now, he did announce that he has an album coming out in 2013. The way he announced it was he had a special hat that was made, and it had the date on it of all his albums. It'll be his 8th studio album. But he's also going to be executive producing Skylar Grey's debut album. She is a pop star, and she's also signed on Alex the Kid's imprint, and he is a producer that's done stuff for Eminem. He said he was introduced to Skylar by Alex the Kid and was blown away with her talent as a singer and vocalist. So he said because of that he decided to work with her.
What happened to Slaughterhouse 2 or Yellow Wolf 2?
Yellow Wolf.
He might still be doing that. Hey, if you guys saw the movie Snow on the Bluff, both of you saw that?
Absolutely.
You saw it, Envy? It's a mockumentary. It's like a fake documentary. Well, the people that did that movie are doing a new movie called War, and it's going to center on American soldiers who have served in Iraq or Afghanistan and the effect that it had on them. So they're casting for it right now. They're looking for Southern roughneck type characters. They said age, race, and gender are unimportant. They're looking for some charismatic, intelligent, and outspoken returning military veterans. So if you are interested in acting and feel like you can do it, Snow on the Bluff actually did pretty well for them. So this might be a good opportunity for all you actors. And that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right, Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
Donkey today. Who you giving your donkey to?
Yeah, it's coming up at 8:04, and I just want to talk to some of the people that are trying to get into the city this weekend. From out of town. Just want to talk to y'all for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that at 8:04. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Let's take a quick look at Dunkin' Donuts traffic report. All right, now alternate side parking rules are suspended, but the meters still apply, I should say. From now until midnight, cars entering Manhattan must contain at least 3 people, except on the George Washington Bridge. George Washington Bridge inbound 60 minutes on the upper, 45 minutes on the lower. Lincoln Tunnel inbound is 90 minutes. Holland, Brooklyn Battery, and the Queens Midtown Tunnel are still closed, and Tappan Zee Bridge 45 mile per hour speed restriction. Chris Brown is crazy.
You looking at his
Brown
Halloween costume?
Yeah. For Halloween, he dressed up as a terrorist.
Why would he do that?
He just don't care. You gotta love
Halloween
it.
is about dressing up as something scary, so I can understand him dressing up like a terrorist. I can understand him. Everybody that dressed up like Jerry Sandusky. I was gonna be Jerry Sandusky for Halloween, but I saw so many
You
other.
already are.
I saw so many other Jerry Sandusky costumes. I was like, I don't even want to do
I
it.
thought about you yesterday, Charlamagne,
Why?
because I was watching scary movies on my Apple TV, and I saw this movie Dahmer.
About
based
Jeffrey
on
Dahmer?
Yes.
Oh, he was a madman.
And I was like, this is right up Charlamagne's alley.
He was a madman.
Right up Charlamagne as well. Donkey today coming up. What we doing at 8:04?
I just want to talk to everybody that's trying to visit the city of New York, New Jersey this weekend. We need to have a little conversation with y'all.
All right, well, that happens at 8:04. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. It's Drake Rihanna.
I was born a donkey. It's the donkey of the day.
That's time for the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil.
Possibly. The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
Hello, is this thing on?
It's on.
Donkey of the Day for Thursday, November 1st goes out to everybody trying to fly into New York and or New Jersey right now or this weekend. Why? Do you not see what's going on? Turn on the news. Our President Barack Obama has declared New York and New Jersey a state of emergency. Half the city is blacked out. The Nets and Knicks canceled their game. What reason do you have to be here this weekend? I know people that actually live here and they're out of town and they're not coming back until next week sometime. So what business does a visitor have here? Why would you want to be a tourist in this great city this weekend? I love New York. I love New Jersey. But there's absolutely no reason to be in the city this weekend. Sandy has ruined that. In fact, people here are trying to leave for the weekend, but they can't because the airports are still in shambles. And getting gas is like playing a real-life version of Temple Run, except you're the demonic monkey chasing a gas station that's running away from you. People here don't have power. Hotels don't have power. It's flooding. People have to carpool to get in the city. Who in their right mind would want to fly into a state of emergency? Trust me, unless you're coming from a third world country, you're better off staying put where you're at. Give all you people trying to get in the city this weekend the biggest hee-haw, please. Chill. Have several seats. It's not that serious.
All right.
I know. I definitely, if I wasn't here, the reason I didn't leave was because I knew the storm was coming, so I didn't know if I'd be able to get back. So I was like, let me just stay put.
I'd have took out.
No, let's be clear.
I'd have got out of Dallas.
The reason we didn't leave is because
we had to work.
Because
we worked every day. We have not missed a day.
Yes, we've been here. We was here during the hurricane.
Right, and I think that our station should give us a paid vacation where they pay for our vacation for being loyal servants to the community.
That request was made by DJ Envy, powers that be here at Clear Channel, Power 105. I'm satisfied, okay? You paid for our hotels, I'm fine. But if that request does pan out, I want in. I want in if that request does pan out.
All right, now when we come back, we'll give you some more Sandy updates. We'll tell you about the power, electricity, what's on, what's not, how you can get to the city if you need to, all the things you have to watch out for. So keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning. Anytime.
Anytime.
It's Power 105.1. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's 8:20 now. Let's give the people some updates on Sandy.
Yes, so 14 of the 23 subway lines in the city are operating on a limited schedule. There's no fares. So you're taking the train, the bus, or whatever. There's no fares. There's also no...
train and bus, there's no fares?
That's right.
On bus too, you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's also no service below 42nd Street to Brooklyn. Just so you know, but there is service in and around Brooklyn. All right, the LIRR and Metro North are providing limited service. Most New Jersey transit buses are running again, but train service in New Jersey does remain suspended. Ferries are back except for the Staten Island ferry. LaGuardia is open this morning with very limited service. Now, JFK and Newark Liberty are open with limited service as well. They're saying the death toll from Sandy is now at least 72. 4 more people have been found dead in Staten Island after the storm. Amtrak is going to provide some service to the city starting Friday. The governor says 1 million meals and 1 million gallons of water are on the way from FEMA. There are still 1.9 million customers that don't have electricity in New York State. Most of those people are in Long Island and in New York City and in the northern suburbs. Con Edison says power is back for 28,000 customers in Brooklyn and for some people in Lower Manhattan, about 2,000 people. New York City public schools will remain closed today and tomorrow. People go back to school on Monday, but school staff still has to report to work tomorrow. There is going to be free fuel coming from a California nonprofit group, about 9,000 gallons of unleaded and diesel fuel that's going to be transported to people in the coastal regions.
That's dope.
Of course, 15 people have been charged with looting businesses in a Queens neighborhood. They're saying that in Far Rockaway, people raided liquor stores, clothing stores, and a Radio Shack. This has been an ongoing issue. And they said, we told you this yesterday, people are going to people's doors pretending to be Con Edison workers and do not answer. They did just rob someone at gunpoint. So be very careful. I wouldn't open my door at all right now for anybody.
Absolutely not. Trick-or-treat my ass.
Another issue is the rats. They're saying that the hurricane has displaced some of these rats. And, you know, a lot of them live underground, obviously in the sewers. They're very good swimmers. So it's not like they're drowning.
Oh, rats can swim.
Yeah, rats can swim very well. So they feel like just a couple of rats can breed really quickly and just flood out an entire neighborhood. So it might be an issue. I did see a lot of rats running around this morning.
Now, you hear all of that, you out-of-towners. Do you still want to fly into that this weekend? Huh?
No.
Come on. Be for real with yourselves.
Well, that is your update. And remember, you have to have 3 people in the car if you're coming in from Brooklyn, if you're coming from Jersey, unless you're on the George Washington Bridge. But then I heard they have a checkpoint to get on the Henry Hudson Parkway. and you have to have 3 people. So
Oh, wow.
How many cops have heard this morning? It is 3 people. Me, myself, and I. You know some smart-ass chick done said that to a cop this morning.
Cops probably ain't finding it funny.
I'm sure they're not laughing this morning.
Not at all. All right, when we come back, we'll give you some more mass transit updates, what trains you need to take, how you can get in the city, and all that good stuff. And there will be no basketball game tonight. The Knicks and Nets are not playing. They postponed the game.
Yes, so please postpone your trip to New York, New Jersey this weekend. People from out of town.
It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning.
Ass will make her dance.
What?
Lights will make her dance.
What?
Gas will make her dance.
What?
Lights will make her dance.
What?
It's so funny how the chicks who didn't want to be stuck with you during the hurricane want to be stuck with you now because you got electricity and they don't. Just want you to think about
And
that.
think about all the girls that you wouldn't mind being stuck with if they had electricity too.
I got electricity, so I don't have that problem.
Envy just got his back.
I got my back and I'm happy. And I don't know what. I ain't got cable yet though, but I do have electricity. My house is warm.
So you have to throw all the food out, right?
No, we gonna
At
eat
home
that.
in the refrigerator.
No, we gonna eat that.
You know that if your refrigerator has been off for 4 hours, then you have to throw everything away. Everything went bad.
Nah, it still got frost on it though.
No.
Nah, you can still have. No, you sure? They did. My mama just said just the milk. My mama said you guys gotta throw away the milk.
Envy, you already have a very, very sensitive stomach. The last thing we need is for you to be in here thrown up again or
real?
sharting on yourself like you did before.
I gotta give it everything. In the fridge.
in the fridge.
The
You have
freezer's
to-
good though.
I would, Envy, honestly,
It's
I would
only
stop
been
being cheap and get rid of that stuff.
it's only been 72 hours.
That's what I'm talking about. It's only been 48 hours and
Yeah,
it was still cold.
you-
And the house is 45 degrees.
That food will be fine. Okay, fry it, grill it,
That's what I'm
saute
talking.
it.
Yeah.
You'll never taste the difference.
Exactly.
All right, you go right on ahead and do that.
So the eggs gotta go too?
What? I'm not throwing away
Who
no
are
damn
you?
eggs.
Get rid of your stuff.
I just bought the whole big Costco one, like the 36. No.
Yeah, you're gonna throw those eggs away.
Scramble those eggs. The kids will never notice.
What about the OJ? OJ too?
Yes, absolutely.
And the
Anything-
Tropicana fruit punch? Not the Tropicana grape punch. No, not the grape punch. Oh my goodness.
All right, get it together, boo.
What do you think this is that people just got money to throw away groceries?
what I'm
Well,
talking
Envy
about.
got it. Envy got it.
Nah, you gotta
Envy got it.
Listen, you don't want to get sick. You don't want your kids to get sick. It's not good.
cheese too.
Anything for
I got a lot of cheese. I got the big Costco.
Definitely cheese. You know there's milk and
96
cheese, right?
The 96 thing of cheese. The 96 singlets of cheese.
Hit that sound effect again. I like the way that sounds.
You just messed up everything, man.
Listen, the streets need gas, okay?
Apple juice. I ain't got to throw out the apple juice.
That's the kind of gas Envy was
Everybody
sucking
in
up.
line right now trying to get that gas.
But apple juice you can buy off the counter. You ain't got to put in the fridge.
Was it open?
Oh, yeah, it was open.
All right.
Apple spoil?
Apples you don't have to have in the fridge.
This is messed up, man. See, this is not. This is what we need to have a class on. Because I didn't know. My mama just said just throw away the milk. She just said the milk got
Your
to
mom
go.
clearly doesn't care about you.
I can understand the milk. Milk does spoil, but everything else, no.
And then my mom said you ain't got to throw it out. She said smell it first. She said
Yeah.
smell it. And then we got
If
funny
it,
smell.
if it don't stink, it ain't green, I'm eating.
Right.
If you can eat some smelly box, you can eat some smelly meat.
She didn't say
Same
that.
difference, I guess.
She didn't say that. But all right, let's give us some mass transit updates, G.
Yes, for your updates right now, as we told you before, you have to have 3 people in your car or more to get into the city from Brooklyn, from all the major crossings from New Jersey, unless you're on the George Washington Bridge. They are going to be enforcing that. Also, 14 of the 23 subway lines are operating on a limited schedule, no fares, and there's no service below 42nd Street. So just so you know, if you're trying to get around, there's no power down here still either. Ferries are working except for the Staten Island Ferry. The LIRR and Metro North also have limited service. Most New Jersey transit buses are back on the road, but on the train, service does remain suspended from New Jersey. LaGuardia is open this morning, very limited service. As you know, Newark and JFK airports did open yesterday, and they also have limited service as well.
I just want to tell you guys, the people on Twitter have told me, as long as I wasn't opening and closing the fridge, the food is good. Your house was
It's been
cold.
3 days. No,
it went out Tuesday, and it's
That is true. It's not
Thursday.
summertime. It is cold.
They said
That
it's
is
cold.
true.
They said your house was
No,
45 degrees,
no.
and it should be okay. Envy, eat that food.
They don't like you.
Then they said if it don't stink, you can eat it.
All right.
Duh.
Well, listen, Angel said, I'm not going to, don't tell Envy, he will learn the hard way. Go ahead.
All right.
Hey, listen, I just want to tell everybody, too, don't lose sight of the fact, even though Sandy has caused a lot of destruction, don't lose sight of the fact that we have a president to re-elect this coming Tuesday. Let's not lose sight of that fact, please.
All right. All right, we got rumors coming up here.
Yes, we are going to be talking about updates for Lil Wayne. Remember, he was on the plane and they had to do emergency landings twice?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what the doctor is telling him now. Also, CeeLo, we told you the police are investigating him for a possible rape. I'll give you an update on that.
All right, we'll keep it locked. Rumors up next. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning. It's Power 105.1. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, let's get into the rumors. Let's find out about Lil Wayne and his health and any updates.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
So after suffering from 2 seizure-like episodes on back-to-back flights, Lil Wayne is under strict orders from his doctor. He has been told to remain at home for the rest of the week, at least for next week, and no working and definitely no flying. Those are doctor's orders.
And no getting your tuck for some truck fit.
Now, the rapper Lil Wayne is telling his friends he feels like those seizures were a result of working himself too hard after his jail stint. And he said the health scare is a life-changing event and definitely an eye-opener. He is resting with his mom, but he does plan to return to his Miami home shortly. But he's not taking a plane because he's not supposed to get on a plane. He's going to be on a luxury bus.
I mean, the kid does work hard. Right? I mean, it's no denying Lil Wayne's work ethic, whether you like him or not.
Right.
All right, now CeeLo has been accused of sexual assault. The woman who was accusing him told the police that he attacked her inside of a popular L.A. sushi restaurant. The LAPD is launching an investigation. So far, they went to the restaurant last week, interviewed several employees, including the manager, to see if anybody saw anything. The accuser is not an employee of the restaurant. She was with CeeLo for dinner. Now, CeeLo, on his behalf, says these claims are BS. He hasn't been to that restaurant for 3 months, and according to the accuser, this incident occurred several months ago. No one knows why she would wait this long to file a report, but we're going to wait and see.
The police believe her because she described CeeLo as a round man. And there's only a few round men out here.
And Kanye West is trying to be nicer. Remember when he got mad at the paparazzi for questioning him about Reggie Bush when he was with Kim Kardashian? Remember this incident with the paparazzi?
Kim, did you know Reggie's here having dinner?
Yeah, Kanye.
Did you want to go and congratulate him on his pregnancy?
Don't ask you those questions, man.
Kanye?
Yo, Kanye,
I'm sorry, Kanye. It's just my job. Kim, I'm sorry. Kanye West just tried to beat me up.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Well, he just ran into that paparazzi again, and guess what happened?
He
gave her a big hug. And, yeah, so look, he's trying to be nice. And Octomom,
You don't get sued.
they're saying that the reason Octomom did that masturbation video that she put out was because she thought she was going to be famous like Kim Kardashian. They said all she kept talking about was doing porn to make millions. She said she hoped she would become famous and make tons of money from it. But according to her friend, she does have major psychological issues that have been untreated for years, and she should be getting help for that. They said she's going to rehab just as a ploy to get publicity and money from media outlets to pay for her pictures and for her stories. So
I love how you segue from Kim Kardashian to Octomom.
Yeah,
two bottomless vaginas. 2 vaginas that never end.
14 kids in.
2 vaginas that we all could have seek shelter from Sandy from in.
And that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee. And don't forget that Brooklyn Nets-Knicks game has been postponed. They don't have a new date for it yet.
Right.
But if you have planned to go to the Barclays Center, it's not going to happen.
Not going to happen. They're saying the first home game, I think, is Saturday versus Toronto. Yeah, I think versus Toronto, the Raptors. All right, now coming up next, we got the mix. If you want to hear something in the mix, you can hit us up, 800-585-1051, or hit us up on the Twitter, at DJNB, at Angela Yee, or at C the God. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Good morning.
Okay, you two doo-woppers.
That's John Travolta's butthole.
Stupid. Sprout 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. We got the mix up next. If you want to hear something, hit us up right now on Twitter, on the phone lines. Get at us. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105. Why you breathing like that?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Breakfast Club. Let's go. Sprout 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody in Brooklyn. Oh, my gosh. I'm looking at the news right now. There's got to be like 5,000 people online waiting to get on buses outside the Barclays Center in downtown Brooklyn to get over the bridge to come to Manhattan.
They might as well. I seen a line of people walking across the bridge.
Yeah, a lot of people are walking across the bridge. And you know what? If you're in downtown Brooklyn, you might as well just walk across the bridge.
Yeah, you're right there.
You're right there because that line for the bus...
It's crazy.
You're not going to get on the bus today.
Look at them. They're opening the back doors of the bus. People are just trying
It looks like mayhem. If you see this, I just put a picture on Instagram.
That's crazy.
Of it if you want to. And that's not even 1/10 of the line.
That is crazy, man.
Yes. So here's some more updates. You know, if you are driving into the city from New Jersey, from Brooklyn, from the Tri-Borough, you have to have at least 3 people in the car. There are checkpoints everywhere. They will stop you. If you're coming over the George Washington Bridge, though, you can get over that way from New Jersey without having 3 people in the car. But there might be some issues when you try to get on the Henry Hudson. There was a checkpoint there earlier, so you couldn't go downtown, but I heard that Mayor Bloomberg made a call and got rid of that because it was causing even more delays.
Or on the George Washington when they're trying to come down the west side?
Yeah, to go down. They said you could go north, but you couldn't come south into the city. Now, the trains are running limited service. There's not every train is running either. There's 14 out of the 23 trains running. Nothing is running downtown below 42nd Street because, as you know, there's still no power here. Yeah. So we don't know when that is going to return. But make sure you check and find out what is running. The buses are running. There's no fares. Yeah. So you don't have to pay any fares. I highly recommend that if you do not have to leave where you're at, don't do it.
Sad thing is a lot of people got to come to work. A lot of people got to pick up their paychecks. A lot of people got to pay their rent. So they got to get to work some way, somehow. It's just sad because I know it's difficult to get to work. Also, I think from 28th Street down, 27th Street down, there's no power still. So
yeah, none of the traffic lights are working. Now, the airports, JFK and Newark Liberty, opened yesterday. LaGuardia did open today. They all have very limited service. Just so you know, Amtrak says they expect to provide some service starting tomorrow. All the schools are closed until Monday, but school faculty has to report in
Friday.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
That's right. And that's the updates. They're saying a lot of the rats have gotten displaced from under the sewer, so you might see a lot of rats running around, and rats breed very quickly, so that's another fear they're having right now, that the rats are going to just take over the city. Also, you know, there was a lot of looting going on, and people are showing up in court. They were just going in and taking flat screen TVs out of Rent-A-Center, going to the liquor store. Yeah. Be careful. There's been some reports of fake Con Edison workers showing up to the door and then robbing people. Somebody got robbed at gunpoint, as a matter of fact. So don't open your door for anybody if you don't expect any company. And if somebody is there and they say they're a Con Edison worker, don't believe it.
Okay. Well, let's get back in the mix. You want to hear something? Hit us up on that Twitter at DJ Envy right now. We got you. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Should be you. That's Neo, Fab, and Diddy.
Tough tune right there. You know Neo's one of my favorite R&B artists, if not my favorite.
All right.
I mean, I like Miguel too, but you know.
What'd you think about it, Yee?
Neo's just got a better body of work, catalog-wise.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was okay.
That's a tough tune.
I didn't love it.
I loved it.
It was okay. It's one of those times that might grow on you the more you hear it.
You know what? You know what probably threw it off a little bit? The rap. Even though Fab got busy and Diddy got busy, salute to Diddy's Ghostwriter, that was still a tough tune. That was a tough record.
It seemed like a long record.
Because of the rap. It's the rap. I'm telling you, it's the rap. Yeah, it didn't necessarily need the rap.
All right, if you want to hear that joint again, you can hit up the website, power1051fm.com, keyword Breakfast Club. Cherry Martinez is up next. We appreciate you guys riding with us. Be safe out there.
And salute to all you chicks out there. I can tell that y'all don't have no power yet because y'all haven't been tweeting on Instagram. I can tell all the girls who haven't been tweeting or been on Instagram. They've been, it's like their timeline's like 3 days ago.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
What, you stalking them?
Yeah, why are you noticing that?
Yeah, I am. You know the ones I'm stalking? The ones that didn't want to get trapped with me in the hurricane. Those are the ones I'm stalking. Those are the ones that I know I'm cutting off. Because like I told all you guys, if any chick that didn't want to get trapped with you in the hurricane, cut them off. So now I'm looking at your timeline like, 3 days gap.
Listen, there would be nothing...
I got power, you have no power.
There would be nothing worse than getting stuck with somebody you don't want to get stuck with in the hurricane. That's all. No. It is what it is.
You don't want to get stuck with me in a hurricane.
You might be all right for a couple of hours.
You don't want to get stuck.
You might be amusing for that period of time, but anything longer than that...
You don't want to get stuck with me in a hurricane. You don't want to get stuck by me in any weather.
Okay.
So all the girls that like for Charlamagne to get up and leave when you're done.
No, they're done.
He must be talking about somebody in particular. That person makes him so mad. Look at him.
You know how girls treat Charlamagne. Remember that girl that won't let him even come up to the apartment?
You think I can? The same chick I took to in the office back here?
She's
that
like,
chick?
We could do it in the car, but you can't come upstairs.
You think I care? Same chick I banged on Envy's air mattress?
She said Charlamagne was like, can I come up?
You think I care about her? Please.
She was like, no, boo.
Wait, that's not the one that had the coffee stain.
No.
That wasn't coffee stain. That was blood, young man. Remember you put your hand on it because you thought it was a coffee stain? Remember that?
He licked it. He was like, coffee?
Wait. Stop the music.
What?
Whose blood was it?
You knocked up somebody else on a new air mattress?
No. That was, remember I had to buy the new air mattress.
Oh, okay.
Blood on it. Yeah, no. Okay. It's the old story.
That blood wasn't Charlamagne.
It's the old war story.
You guys are disgusting.
Her period was on, actually. I thought I was putting in work.
Right.
I want to make that clear why it was blood, because her period was on. I thought it was putting in work, but it was actually
That things got rough. You knocked a tooth out.
knocked it on.
Goodness gracious. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Happens.
Leave us on a positive note, man.
Listen, for everybody
After
who...
that, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Listen, for everybody who had something unwanted happen because of Hurricane Sandy, whether it was flooding or not being able to get a ride to work, not having power, in some cases death, some people's houses burned down, whatever happened, just know, and I know this may sound crazy, nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear. I know it may not seem like that now, but trust me, you'll get through it.
Okay.
All right. It's the Breakfast on my Power 105.1. See you guys tomorrow.